Hello, and welcome to the Slumber Vault. Tonight, we're going to let go of the anticipation, the excitement, and the busy preparations of the season. We are going to step into a secret hour, a time that belongs only to you. This is a story about the profound silence of a snowy morning, about finding peace in the quietest moments, and about the comfort of a warm home when the world outside is fast asleep. So, before we begin, take a moment to find your own comfort right now. Adjust your pillows, pull the covers up to your chin, and let your eyes softly close. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Unclench your jaw and simply breathe. Inhale the stillness and exhale the day. You are safe. You are warm, and there is nowhere else you need to be. Let us begin.
The story begins, not with a sound, but with a feeling. It is the feeling of deep, restorative rest coming to a natural, gentle end. You open your eyes, slowly, into the velvety darkness of your bedroom. There is no alarm clock ringing, no sunlight streaming through the blinds just yet. You glance at the soft green glow of the clock on the nightstand. It is 3 a.m. 3 o'clock on Christmas morning. Usually, this is an hour for deep sleep, but tonight, something has woken you. Not a noise. The house is perfectly silent. It is the stillness itself that has tapped you on the shoulder. The world outside feels heavy, dampened, and incredibly quiet. You lie there for a moment, nestled in the cocoon of your bed. You feel the weight of the thick duvet pressing down on you, a heavy, comforting warmth that hugs your body. The air in the room, however, is crisp and cool against your cheeks. It is the kind of fresh, still air that only comes in the depths of winter. You take a deep breath, tasting that coolness. It feels clean, peaceful. A gentle urge washes over you. It is a nostalgic feeling, a memory from childhood tugging softly at your heart. The urge to creep downstairs, to see the house in its secret state, to witness the magic of the holiday before the sun and the rest of the family rises.
You slide your legs out from under the heavy covers. Your feet touch the floor, and you immediately reach for your thickest, warmest wool socks. You pull them on, one by one, feeling the soft, scratchy warmth of the wool hugging your ankles. Next, you find your robe. It is hanging on the bedpost, a heavy fleece robe, soft as a cloud and dark as the night. You slip your arms into the sleeves and wrap it tight around you, tying the belt securely. Now you are armored against the chill. You are wrapped in layers of softness. You open the bedroom door. The hallway is shadowed and still. From the other rooms, you can hear the faint, rhythmic sounds of sleeping. Slow, steady breaths. The occasional rustle of a blanket. Everyone is safe. Everyone is resting. You are the only guardian of the house awake in this silent hour. You move toward the stairs. Your wool socks make no sound on the carpet. You place one hand on the smooth wooden banister. It feels cool and solid under your palm. Step by step, you descend into the heart of the house. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. With each step, the air seems to grow a little stiller, a little quieter. You reach the bottom of the stairs and turn toward the living room. The room is filled with shadows, defined only by the faint, bluish moonlight filtering in through the cracks in the curtains. Whatever clutter or chaos existed yesterday, the wrapping paper, the boxes, the ribbons, has been tidied away. The room is waiting for you. You walk across the rug, feeling the plush fibers give way under your feet. You make your way to the corner of the room where the tall, dark silhouette of the Christmas tree stands. It is a towering shape in the darkness, smelling of fresh pine and winter forests. You reach down, finding the cord on the floor. With a gentle click, you plug it in. Instantly, the room transforms. Hundreds of tiny lights bloom into existence. Warm amber, deep spruce green, rich cranberry red, and sparkling gold. The light doesn't banish the darkness. Instead, it softens it. The glow radiates outward, casting long, gentle shadows across the ceiling and the walls. You stand back and just look. There is something mesmerizing about a lit Christmas tree in a dark room. It looks different than it does in the daylight. In the silence of 3 a.m., the tree looks like a galaxy, a private constellation of stars floating in your living room. The ornaments catch the light. A glass bauble here reflects a tiny, curved image of the room. A wooden star there absorbs the warm glow. A strand of tinsel shimmers with a quiet brilliance. The atmosphere in the room is thick with comfort. You breathe in deep through your nose. The scent is unmistakable. Sharp, resinous pine needles, the earthy smell of old wood, a faint trace of cinnamon from a candle burned the night before, and the clean, neutral scent of cold air near the window. It is the perfume of winter peace. You stand perfectly still, listening. The house is making those comforting, settling sounds that you only hear when you are truly listening. The soft, low hum of the refrigerator running in the kitchen, a steady, reassuring drone. The gentle click and whoosh of the heater turning on in the basement, pushing warmth through the vents. The occasional creak of a floorboard settling as the temperature changes. These sounds do not break the silence. They deepen it. They are the heartbeat of the home. You are alone here, but you are not lonely. You are held in the warm embrace of the living room, bathed in the multicolored glow of the lights, standing in the quietest hour of the year. And as you stand there, bathed in that soft luminescence, you notice the large front window. A heavy velvet curtain is drawn across it, but you sense that something has changed outside. Something magical awaits behind the glass. You slowly turn away from the glowing warmth of the tree and move toward the large bay window at the front of the room. Your wool socks slide softly over the floorboards. The air near the window is just a few degrees cooler, a refreshing chill that reminds you of the glass barrier between you and the night. You reach out a hand. Your fingers brush against the heavy velvet of the curtains. The fabric is thick, soft, and cool to the touch. With a slow, deliberate movement, you hook your finger around the edge of the fabric and pull it back. Just an inch at first. Then a foot. You reveal the world outside, and the world has vanished. In its place is a sea of white. While you were sleeping, while the house was dreaming, the sky has been busy. A thick, pristine blanket of snow has fallen. It covers everything. The street, usually gray and hard, is now a soft, unbroken river of white. The sidewalk has disappeared. The front lawn is a smooth, rolling dune of sugar. You lean closer to the glass. You can feel the cold radiating gently from the window pane, but you are safe and warm in your thick robe. You look out at the parked cars along the street. They have lost their shapes. They are merely soft, white mounds now, rounded and smooth, like sleeping giants tucked under heavy blankets. The rooftops of the houses across the street are laden with thick layers of snow, the edges curving gently over the gutters like icing on a cake. But it is the movement that captures your eyes. The snow is still falling. It is not a storm. There is no wind. It is a slow, rhythmic, vertical descent. Giant, fluffy flakes drifting down from the dark heavens. You watch them float through the cone of yellow light cast by the street lamp outside your house. The light turns the snowflakes into drifting sparks of gold and amber. They tumble, they dance, they drift. It is a hypnotic waltz. You find yourself focusing on a single flake high up in the darkness. You follow its journey, down and down, swirling gently to the left, correction back to the right, until it lands silently, joining the millions of others on the ground. Then you pick another flake, and another. This is the only task that matters right now. Simply watching, witnessing the quiet accumulation of winter. You begin to notice the sound, or rather, the lack of it. This is the snow silence. It is a special kind of quiet. The heavy layer of snow acts like a dampener, a thick acoustic foam that absorbs every vibration. There is no sound of tires on pavement, for there are no cars. There is no sound of footsteps, for there are no walkers. Even the wind holds its breath. The world feels as though it has been wrapped in cotton wool, muffled, protected, hushed. You press your forehead gently against the cool glass for just a moment, feeling connected to that frozen stillness. You look at the driveway. There are no tracks, no footprints, no disturbances. It is a perfect blank slate. The world has been reset. Whatever happened yesterday, whatever stress or busyness filled the streets, it has all been erased. Buried under 6 inches of clean, white peace. You watch the snow piling up on the branch of the old oak tree in the yard. The black bark of the wood contrasts sharply with the bright white powder. Slowly, patiently, the snow stacks higher. An inch, then 2. It is a slow work, a patient work. Nature is in no rush, and neither are you. The rhythm of the falling snow begins to match the rhythm of your breathing. In and out. Fall and land. It is mesmerizing. The sheer number of flakes is impossible to comprehend, yet each one falls in its own time to its own place. A kaleidoscope of silence. The amber light of the street lamp flickers just once, a tiny pulse in the night, and then steadies again, illuminating the endless, gentle cascade. You feel a profound sense of privilege. To be the one awake to see this. To see the world when it is uncluttered and pure. To see the suburban street transformed into a magical, frozen kingdom. You stay there for a long time, simply standing, simply breathing, simply watching the snow add layer upon layer of softness to the sleeping earth.
The window is a frame for the winter magic, but standing there, the stillness begins to seep into your bones, making you yearn for a deeper kind of comfort. You turn slightly to your right. There, bathed in the soft peripheral glow of the Christmas tree lights, sits your favorite armchair. It is a large winged chair, upholstered in a deep, soft velvet, the color of midnight blue. It looks inviting, a throne of rest. You move toward it, slowly sinking down into its cushioned embrace. The chair groans softly, a familiar, welcoming sound as it adjusts to hold you. You tuck your legs up and reach for the quilt draped over the back of the chair. It is a heavy quilt, a patchwork of thick fabrics, flannels, wools, and cottons. You pull it over you, arranging it across your lap, tucking it around your legs, pulling it up to your chest. The weight of it is instantly grounding. It presses down gently on you, a physical reminder that you are safe, that you are held, that you are warm. From this seated position, you can still see out the window. You can still see the snow falling, but now you are watching it from the ultimate sanctuary. The contrast makes the moment even sweeter. Out there, the air is freezing, the wind is hushed, the world is buried in ice. In here, the air is still and warm. The scent of pine is comforting. The quilt is soft against your hands. You let your head rest back against the wing of the chair. And in this deep silence, a thought floats into your mind. A realization that brings a wave of relief so tangible you can almost feel it washing through your muscles. The work is done.
There is no more shopping to do. The crowds have dispersed. The stores are dark and locked. There are no more presents to wrap. You glance toward the tree, seeing the shapes of the boxes wrapped in shining paper, sitting patiently in the shadows. They are ready. There is no rush of cooking right now. The kitchen is clean, the feast is prepared. There is no place you need to go. The roads are impassable, covered in their blanket of white, and that is a gift. The world has stopped. And because the world has stopped, you can stop too. You feel the tension leaving your shoulders, melting away like snow on a warm hearth. The knot of doing unravels, replaced by the simple joy of being. You sit in the quiet, listening to the silence. It feels sacred. You are the watchkeeper of the night. It is a private moment, a secret shared only between you and the winter solstice. You feel a profound sense of solitude, but it is not lonely. It is full. It is the feeling of having the entire world to yourself for just a little while. You gaze back at the window. The glass has become a mirror.
reflected in the dark pane, hovering ghostly over the snowy street outside, are the lights of your Christmas tree. The reflection merges with the reality. Ornaments of red and gold seem to hang in the snowy air outside. The warm amber lights of the tree seem to be floating among the falling snowflakes. Inside and outside have become one. The light reflects off the ceiling, casting a soft, watery shimmer that dances ever so slightly. Your breathing slows down even more. Your heartbeat is calm, steady, rhythmic. You feel a deep, resounding peace settling in your chest. A sense of gratitude for this house, for this warmth, for this specific moment in time where nothing is asked of you. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Wrapped in wool, bathed in light, watching the snow. The silence is no longer just around you. The silence is now inside you.
Your eyes begin to grow heavy. The rhythmic, hypnotic dance of the snowflakes has done its work. Watching the white specks drift down and down and down has acted like a lullaby for your mind. The warmth of the room, the weight of the quilt, and the stillness of the hour are pulling you gently back toward the land of dreams. It is time to return to rest. Slowly, quietly, you push the heavy quilt aside. You stand up from the armchair, feeling a wave of sleepy heaviness wash over your body. You take a moment to look at the tree one last time. The lights are still glowing, a beacon of joy in the silent room. You reach down to the socket. With a soft click, you unplug the cord. The colors vanish. But it does not feel like darkness. It feels like the room has simply closed its eyes. The living room returns to the soft gray shadows of the early morning. Peaceful, resting, waiting for the sunrise. You turn and make your way back to the stairs. Your wool socks pad softly on the floor. You climb the stairs slowly, deliberately. 1 step, 2 steps. Letting go of the living room, letting go of the view. You move down the hallway, guided by the familiarity of your home. You enter your bedroom. It is exactly as you left it, a sanctuary of stillness. You untie your robe, letting it slide off your shoulders, hanging it back in its place. You are ready for sleep now, truly ready. You pull back the thick duvet. You slide into bed, and a sigh of pure contentment escapes your lips. The sheets are still warm from where you left them. You settle in, pulling the heavy covers up to your chin, feeling that wonderful weight pressing down on you. Cocooned, safe. You close your eyes. Behind your eyelids, you can still see the image of the snow. You visualize the street outside. You imagine the snow still falling, silently, softly, covering the world in peace. It is still happening even while you sleep. The world is being made new. There is nothing you need to do. Tomorrow will be a day of joy. Tomorrow will be a day of light. But tonight is for this. Deep, dreamless sleep. You carry the silence of the snow into your dreams. Drifting, floating, sleeping. Good night.